welcome to yoga. Thanks for coming. We are going to today, last week we did forward bends. We're going to do back bending today. Back bending is, so forward bend stretch the back body, back bend stretch the front body and strengthen your back muscles. So I'm going to be saying a lot of times today, bring your shoulder blades together on the back. So that's just pulling them together, opening your chest. Back bends are energizing as opposed to calming. They're kind of the opposite of last week. And they are known as heart openers. And so instead of going inward, they shoot outward, connecting with other people and the environment. So let's start, as always, by seeing where you are right now, right here. A lot going on, so just take a couple minutes or a minute to check in, find out where you are in your body, your physical body, if there's any tension. See if there's any place you can feel and release that tension by breathing into that place and then exhaling. And make sure you relax your face, jaw, neck, big place we hold tension. And today, since we're working in back bends, I'm going to ask you to especially bring your awareness to your back. So low, middle, upper back. Just see if there's a spot there, a place that is a little talking to you, a little tender. I know my low back often is talking to me. And so just see if there's a spot in your back, somewhere along your spine, that you can bring your awareness to, and just by bringing your awareness there, that helps to soften the muscles and relax. So as we do the poses today, the back bending poses, each time I'm gonna, if I might forget, but we're gonna focus awareness on a place in the back that might need a little extra attention. And also check your energy level. Just be aware. You might be tired, or you might be hyped up, or someplace in between. Just recognize that and recognize the state of your mind. And the pranayama we're going to do today is Nadi Shodhan, which is a balancing breath. And there's two energy channels that go up the spine. One is attached to the left nostril and one to the right. And I believe it's the left is the lunar channel, the cool channel. They call it the feminine, but that's, you might want to just, whatever you want to call it. And then the right channel is the more masculine Ida, and it's warm, hot energy, left, cool, calm. So this breath just balances the energy coming up both sides. So you can, I'm going to set you up using your fingers. We're going to close off one side of the nose and then the other and do a breath pattern there. If that becomes uncomfortable for you, you can just, in your mind, without using your fingers, do the breathing. So take your middle and pointer finger, like a little kickstand on your head, just a resting place. And then we're going to use the thumb to close off the right nostril when it's time, and your pinky finger or ring finger to close off the left. And closing off just means finding that little place between the cartilage, the hard part in your nose, and the soft fleshy part. And it's just a gentle pressure to close off, and then we'll lift our finger away when we're opening it. So I'll walk you through this a few times. So first, make sure, are you sitting? Yes, okay. Make sure you're rooted down through your sit bones, and you've got a nice, tall, straight spine. And we'll start by inhaling through the right nostril. So just close off the left and inhale through the right. Now lift the left, close off the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it off, exhale through the right. I'll talk you through this a couple more rounds. Inhale through the right. Close it off. Exhale through the left. Nice, slow, deep, even breath. Inhale through the left. Close it off. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close it. Exhale through the left. So you're going to exhale and inhale through one side and then switch sides. So just continue on at your own pace. Exhale, inhale through one side. Switch. Exhale in through and inhale through the other. Slow, deep, even breath. Just relax. Couple more rounds. And the next time you come to an inhale through the right side, take your hands away if they're still up there, and just come back to a nice, slow, deep, even breath. Through inhaling through both nostrils and exhaling. Just take a few breaths this way. And then take a moment to create an intention for your practice. Positive affirmation, something you'd like to take away from your practice today. And we're going to start on our backs. So come on over onto your back. Have a block next to your mat. I'm going to use it right away almost. All right, so lengthen out. Take your arms up overhead. So we're going to stretch the front and back body. We're going to stretch in two directions. So flex your feet, spread your fingers, arms and legs are active. And then inhale, press out through your feet and back through your fingertips. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release, but keep your arms and legs where they are. And 2 more just like that. Inhale, stretch out, full body stretch, front and back body. And exhale, relax. 1 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Okay, now take your block and put it vertically between your thighs. You're gonna bend your knees and feet on the floor, hip width apart with the block between your thighs, okay? Like this. And just gently squeeze the block, just enough to keep it where it is between your thighs. And just press your feet lightly into the mat, just lightly. And then on an inhale, spread your fingers, take your arms back overhead. And notice as you do this, your pelvis is going to tilt forward. You should notice a little space between your the back of your body and the mat on the inhale. And then on the exhale, bring your arms back down by your side, press your navel toward the mat, bring your hip bones up. So that's like a pelvic tuck. And then inhale, arms up overhead, pelvis tilts, and there's a little space between your low back and the mat. So a couple more like that. Exhale, arms down, tuck, press your low back toward the mat. Inhale, arms overhead, tilt your pelvis, create a little space. 1 more, exhale down, flat back, let's lengthen it out, and 1 more. Inhale, tilt, exhale, tuck. All right, now we're going to keep everything in place, the block, the feet on the mat, knees bent, and we're going to do a moving bridge. So on the inhale, lightly pressing your thighs against the block, we're going to inhale, lift the pelvis, lift the hips, bring your arms up overhead, lightly press into the block, keep your knees from going apart. Exhale, lower your back toward the mat, arms to the mat. Don't press up, don't worry about going up too high. Inhale, arms come back and overhead. Hips lift, press into your feet, lightly into the block. Exhale, roll it down, bringing your navel toward the mat. Couple more, just moving bridge. Inhale, arms up, lift your hips. Exhale, let them come back down. And 1 more. Okay, nice. Now take the block out and bring both knees into your chest. Hug them in around your shins if you can. Hug them in, just rock around on your pelvis, the back of your pelvis, rock around. You can do some circles if you want. Hands on your knees. And then circle the other way. Just kind of massaging your low back. A lot of times, well, I often have some, I don't know what the word is, soreness or something in my low back. Okay, and then we're going to come up to all fours. So you can rock up or you can come to your side and bring yourself up. So come on up to all fours. And set up into tabletop. So hands, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread your fingers. We'll do some cat-cow. So start with a flat back, lengthen out through the crown of your head, through your tailbone. And on an inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, tailbone comes up, chin comes up a little bit, cow pose. Exhale, press the mat away, round your back, tuck your tailbone, chin toward chest, cat. So really slowly, just moving through extension, which is a chest opener, and flexion, which is opening the back body. Moving with the breath, slow, gentle movements. Just allow the spine to warm up, stretch out. And the next time you come to cow pose, so your tailbone's up, chin is up, just gently. Just pause and take a few breaths here. And think about the curve in your back and let it come mostly into your thoracic spine, so not in the low back, but let it come all the way up through the chest. Okay, then come down on your forearms and just take some weight off your wrists. Move your wrist around a little bit. And then we're going to come up on our knees. So, standing on your knees for camel pose. So, have your body aligned here, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. Take your hands and put them palms against your back, hips here. Draw your shoulder blades together. So this is the chest opener. So your shoulder blades, your elbows, move your elbows toward each other and just feel how that opens your front body there. And then just press gently down, press your hands against your hips, your buttocks, and lift your chest, maybe lift your gaze up, lift your chin up a little bit. So find a spot on your back that might need to soften a little. So send your awareness there, send your breath there, and just let the breath relax and open. Keep pressing your elbows together. Keep pressing down on your hips to help you lengthen up a little more into the slight back bend here. Okay, then bring your hands down to the mat and bring your head to the mat, the top of your head to the mat. Clasp your hands behind your back, and then bring your shoulder blades together. So bring as much as you can, and then you might see about lifting your arms up a little bit, just opening that chest, and then roll on the top of your head. So from your forehead back, not too much, just gently roll on the top of your head. This is Yoga Nidra. Okay, then come back up to all fours. Bring your hands a little bit ahead of where they were, of your shoulders on the mat. We're going to lower down, so bring your hands ahead first, then bring your shoulders forward over your wrists, and then we're going to bend the elbows, keeping them close to the side of the body, lower down, chest and chin first, And then your hips last. So come down, very nice, come onto your front body. And we're going to do a gentle back bend, which is Sphinx. So here your forearms are parallel on the mat, elbows under shoulders, and press your pelvic bones into the mat, so you're rooted down there. And then draw your forearms energetically back, like you're rubbing them against the mat, and bring your chest forward. There won't be movement here, it's just resistance. And then take your gaze about a foot ahead of you on the mat. So not looking up, but just looking forward and down. Fingers are spread, energetically pulling back so your chest unfurls. Shoulder blades together on the back. Open chest like there's a headlight there, beaming out. But your pelvis is on the mat, firmly grounded there. Couple more slow, deep, even breaths. Okay, then stack your hands one on top of the other and just rest your head down. Just relax everything right into the mat. You can kind of rock your hips back and forth a little bit, whatever movement feels good there. Okay, now we're going to move into locust. So bring your forehead to the mat, arms down by your sides with the palms facing in toward your body. So we're going to just start with the upper body, the arms and the chest. So your tops of your feet are pressing into the mat. From the waist down, you're grounded into the mat. On an inhale, spread your fingers, lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your head, look ahead of you. Don't worry about coming up so high, but lengthen out through the crown of the head, shoulder blades together on the back. Exhale, lower down. We'll do a couple more times, just the upper body. So inhale, lengthen and curl up. Shoulder blades together, reaching back. Exhale, release. And one more time, and you can choose to hold this time if you want to in the up position. So that would be inhaling up, exhaling, maybe lower a little bit. Inhale up, exhale. Nice, strong back. Open chest. Okay, exhale, come down, rest on your left cheek. Just release, relax. Let your heels come out a little bit. Just maybe take some movement here. Feel the energy moving around. That's kind of a lot of effort. And then bring your forehead back to center. Same arms, so the fingers are spread. And this time we're going to lift the legs as well. So the legs, our toes are pointed, and you're going to press your hip bones into the mat and lift your legs. So your glute muscles are going to be strong. So inhale, legs up, reaching back, arms up, reaching back. Exhale, lower. And just do a few more like that. Inhale, arms and legs lift, lengthen back. Bring your navel, like tuck your tailbone here, help your low back, protect your low back. One more. Locust pose, shoulder blades together, strong back. Tuck your tailbone so you're lengthening out your low back. And then lower, rest on your right cheek. Bend your knees and just windshield wipe your legs side to side so you can have your arms up in cactus arms and just windshield wipe your legs, bringing some movement into your hips. And then come back to center. Push yourself up into that all fours. We're going to come to standing, so start in tabletop. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into down dog. Just pedal your feet a little bit in down dog. Spread your fingers, press them into the mat, press your heels toward the mat. Hang your head, shake your head yes and no. And then look up between your hands and walk, hop, jump, whatever you want to do to come up into a standing forward bend. Knees can be bent a little or a lot. And take hold of opposite elbows if that feels good, and just kind of rock and hang. So draw your navel in and up, the low back. Let the weight of your head and upper body just lengthen out your back. We've been doing back bends, so this is a little counter pose for that. Okay, then take your hands to your shins, come up into a half lift, lengthen out through the crown of your head, through your tailbone. And then exhale, fold again. And then on an inhale, press into your feet, bring your arms out and up, all the way up so your palms touch, and down to your heart space. And we'll build a mountain pose. So feet are hip width apart. You do this every time, but it's good not to just throw yourself into it. Make sure everything's in alignment. Press into your feet, activate the big muscles of your thigh. Take a little tuck in your tailbone so the hip points come up a little bit. And then shoulders up, back, down. There's that nice open chest, shoulder blades coming together a little bit. And then lengthen up through the crown of your head. So root down, rise up. And if you want, you can have your palms externally rotated or just down by your side. Let go of that little bit of extra effort. Just be in alignment. So this is good posture when everything is lined up like this. Nice open chest. So it's connecting with other people. So if you're walking around like this, that conveys, well, if you're depressed or unhappy, often you have a slump posture, whereas if your posture is upright and chest is open, it expresses confidence and openness. So you can even change the way you feel by your posture. So if you're feeling a little down or whatever, you can try really opening your chest and just putting it out there, and it can really make a difference. So, open heart, connecting with others, open, receiving. Couple more breaths here. Slow, deep, even breath. Okay, then inhale, bring your arms up in front of you, like palms face, elbows bent. Inhale and exhale, bring them out, shoulder blades together. Try to keep your elbows up, parallel, arms parallel. Inhale, exhale. A couple more times. Inhale, exhale. One more. And this time, take your right arm over your left to your shoulder. So you give yourself a hug. Okay? Pat yourself here. Shake around a little bit. Give yourself some love. And then inhale, bring your arms out again. This time, exhale, left arm over right. Give yourself another hug. Really feel it. Take it in. Okay, and now we're gonna do the balance thing. So this is one that I learned in my strength and balance class this summer. So it's just good to have a chair, but you don't have to use it. So, all right, so get rooted down, and we're going to step forward with the right foot, so you come on the left toes, and then step back with the right foot and come onto the left heel. So just do that a few times, forward and then back, and you can lift the left foot, so you're always going to be grounded on the right. Or you can just stay on your toes. We're just going to move back and forth like this. It's balancy. Okay, then this time, when the next time the right foot comes forward, we're going to reach the left leg back, come on the left toes. And then you can bring that back leg up and out. Let's try standing on the one foot. And then if you want to try, this is like a dancer pose. Bring the left knee up. It's good to hold on to something here. And then take hold of the foot or ankle. Bring the left leg back. Hold on. What till you get it. Or you can just have that leg back and bend and straighten that knee. I don't know, some kind of balancing here. Maybe just holding it back and out. The back bend comes when you let the curve come all the way up, like a dancer, like this. It's fine to hold on. Okay. Kind of hard. Modify it any way you want. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So this is going to be, we're going to do the moving on the left foot. So left foot forward, up on the right toes, and then left foot back. Ooh. Left foot forward, left back, left foot forward, and you can experiment with taking the right foot off the mat. Sometimes just the moving is a balancing. So look at something that's not moving. Focus, concentration, and then you can keep going back and forth, or you can practice any kind of a right leg lifted in the back. That's strong glute muscles. Reaching out, maybe reaching up. Maybe taking that leg into your hand. Yeah. Okay. Okay, nice. Look at all you dancers out there. Okay, then shake it off. So what? Who cares? Okay, then come to the front edge of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Turn your right toes out 45 degrees. Take a step back. We're going to do warrior one, a variation with the arms. So bend your left knee over your left ankle. Get your stance there. Draw that right hip in. Shoulders, hips are squared to the short edge of the mat. And then inhale, bring your arms up first, and then exhale out, okay? Then take your gaze up. So this is a little bit of a back bend. Pressing into your feet, keeping that right hip coming forward. Shoulder blades together on the back. Breathe into any spot on your back that needs a little softening. Relax your face, jaw, neck. Nice open chest. Okay, then let your arms come down, bring the right foot forward. Take organic movement, anything that feels really nice. Okay, and we'll do the other side. So, left toes out. Take a step back. Find the bend for your right knee over the ankle and square your hips to the front edge. Now make sure you've got your good foundation. So press into both feet and internally rotate that left hip, left leg. Inhale your arms up, a little back bend, then exhale, more of a chest opening. Really draw those arms back. Spread, keep your fingers spread, look up. Just see your spine curving all the way up. Stretching your front body, strong back body. 2 more slow, deep, even breaths. Okay, and then arms come down, take a step forward, move it around. Okay, very nice. And then we're gonna come back down onto our back body. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold, deep bend in the knees. Bring your hands all the way down, back into downward facing dog. Let's just pause here for a minute. Spread your fingers. Bend your knees a lot and send your tailbone up toward the sky, and then straighten a little or as much as feels good. Shake your head yes and no. Round your shoulders out. Broaden your back. Breathe. One more breath here. And then on your next inhale, bring your knees to the mat, your feet out to the side, and come over onto your back, onto your seat, excuse me, not your back yet, seat. And then sit up with a nice tall spine, knees bent, and lower down, belly in, strong core, roll down. And keep your knees bent. We're going to come back to bridge pose that we did toward the beginning of practice. We did a moving bridge. You can have the block between your thighs or not. So we're pretty warmed up now, so we should be able to, we're going to move a little bit and then hold. So see how this feels different from the beginning of practice. So knees are bent, feet hip width apart, arms down by your side, fingers spread. Just lift your chest up a little bit and bring your shoulder blades together on the back. So just give yourself a little head start on the chest opening. And on an inhale, press into your feet. Bring your arms back up overhead. Not the highest you can go, just we'll get there. Exhale, back down. So a few times moving first, and you'll have the option to hold. Inhale, lift the hips. Now here, you want your chest to move toward your chin, so long neck, long neck. And if you want to, hold your bridge. I like to clasp my hands under my hips and really bring the shoulder blades together. And then you can press down into your upper arms. Lengthen out through the tops of your legs. If your knees are splaying apart, press down into your big toe. And just breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe raise up a little bit more. You can feel the stretch here all the way down through the tops of your legs. And then exhale, roll back down. Take your knees in toward your chest, raise your feet up and take a hold somewhere on your legs, your big toe or your ankles, and just come into happy baby. So the soles of your feet are pressing up. Your knees are toward your armpits. You can rock right and left and just give a little pressure down on your legs. Okay, and then come back to center. And we're going to do a fish pose. So for this, you might want to block to put your head on. So I'll demonstrate first what you're going to do. So we're going to lie down. I'm going to just put the block under my head to start with. And then I'm going to put one hand, my left hand under my left buttock and my right hand under my right. And come onto my forearms and lift my chest. And that's fish pose. And you can add your tongue out and your eyes wide open. It's kind of like a lion pose if you want. Okay, so hands under your hips. Come onto your forearms and press your chest up. So here's shoulder blades together on the back. And just a really nice open chest. Yeah, that's good. Okay. If you want to stick your tongue out and open your eyes really wide, you can. Okay. Bring that tongue in if it's out, close your eyes or keep them open regularly and come back. You can take the block out. And we'll end up with a little twist. So keep your right leg long. Bend your left knee. Just kind of press into the mat with your left foot and just kind of come over onto your right hip. Give yourself a little head start. Then draw the left knee across your right leg with your hand.
Left arm out to the side, shoulder height, palms face up. Just a supine twist here. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat. And your gaze can go over your left shoulder or straight up or over your right shoulder. So just gonna breathe into this twist. So inhale, send the breath into wherever you have sensation, and exhale, find release somewhere, soften. Soften your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, release down into the mat a little. Maybe you find some release in that top hip or the bottom. Just breathe. Use your breath to create space in your joints. Allows for more relaxation of the muscles. Okay, one more nice deep breath on this side. Okay, then on an inhale, bring that right knee up, left knee up, sorry. Then the right knee to meet it and get re-centered on your mat. So just, if you've gotten kind of off kilter, just get lined up again. And then straighten out your left leg. Push into your right foot, come over onto your left hip a little bit, and then draw the left knee over the right knee over the left leg, sorry. Right arm out to the side, shoulder height, and find this twist on this side. So modify any way that makes it good for you. Listen to your body, always, always. Inhale, send the breath into that, where you feel the stretch. And exhale, soften. Just let everything melt a little bit. Sometimes it can be hard to let go. You notice you're really hanging on to something. This is good practice for letting go. Start with your body. Okay, then come back to center. Take any movement your body's asking for before we move into Shavasana. We're doing a little bit early today because I want to end with a loving kindness meditation, and that takes a little bit longer. So take your movement, move how you like, and then as you're ready, find your Shavasana, and I will. Raise your hand, let me know. I can bring you an eye bag or a blanket or anything. There you go. Okay, do you want an eye bag? No. Good. Okay, everybody looks like they're ready to relax. So, let's see, you're comfortable, you're balanced left to right. Just feel your foundation, feel
totally supported by the earth, safe, nothing to do, nothing to think about. Just let all that go and let your body integrate all the movements you've done back bending in your practice today. And I will call you out with the bell, so just be breath by breath. So just gently bring your awareness back to this space and begin to awaken your body slowly with small movements. And gradually make your way over onto your side body, bringing your knees into your chest, coming over to your side. And just pause there, no rush. Just take a moment to see where you are toward the end of practice. Maybe revisit your intention. Notice how your breath is moving. Notice the state of your mind and maybe your energy level. And then use your arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. So we're gonna be here for about 5 minutes, or maybe a little less. So sit with a nice, tall, straight spine. And we're going to, this is a time of lot going on. Some divisions. I know my family had different preferences during the election, and so that can, I don't know, just be kind of divisive. Some people are happy, some people are not. So I think it's a great time for a loving kindness meditation, which is also goes well with the backbending practice, opening, that opens your hearts, helps you connect with others, externally focused. So here's how this goes. So just have your hands comfortably, close your eyes, and as we start, go back to that open-heartedness that we were practicing in Backbends. So just bring your awareness to your chest, your open chest, and take a moment to just think of a time or a person or a pet or something that engenders love, the feeling of love in you, someone who has shown you love, or the love you feel for another person or a pet or anything. And just connect with that feeling. So the loving kindness meditation has words, but it's really about a feeling. So we're going to start having engendered that feeling that we have actually felt. We first send wishes to ourselves, and then we're going to send the same wishes to others in a progression. So, again, going back to that feeling of being loved or loving, I'll say the words and you can repeat them in your head. So, may I be kind to myself. May I feel loved. May I accept joy and sorrow. May I be happy and at peace. Okay, so those are the same wishes that we're going to send to other groups. And the next group is to think, next stage is to think of someone, another person or being that you know. It might be someone you have a slight acquaintance with, but don't really know someone. Maybe I often think in this category of the person who checks me out at the grocery store or delivers the mail, or so someone you don't have strong feelings about one way or the other. And we're going to send those wishes to that person. So have the image in your mind. and I'm going to use the word you, but you can say they or whatever. May you be kind to yourself. May you feel loved. May you accept joy and sorrow. May you be happy and at peace. Now remember, it's not just the words, it's really thinking of that other being, feeling these feelings. And then the third category is perhaps the most difficult. So it is someone or the group of people or anything that you disagree with, have differences with, that are difficult for you. And you will say, may you be kind to yourself. And really imagine that person or people being kind to themselves. May you feel loved. May you accept joy and sorrow. May you be happy and at peace. And then the last one is all beings everywhere. So that means human beings, animals, maybe beings that we don't even know exist, but might be out there somewhere. Okay, so may all beings everywhere be kind to themselves. May all beings everywhere feel loved. May all beings everywhere accept joy and sorrow. May all beings everywhere be happy and at peace. And I invite you to bring your hands, palms together at your heart space and bow to your efforts. And thank you for coming and letting me share this practice with you. The light in me bows to and honors the same light in each of you. Namaste.